Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Friday, July 19th, 2019, and it is quite warm, and that's going to actually be our topic of today's video. 180 million Americans are going to be dealing with temperatures of 90 or better over the next few days. So, heat wave hitting the United States. So, we're going to talk about that in a minute, and it's warm here. It's 90 degrees here. And even with, okay, so you can see it's overcast, okay, but it is freaking hot. I mean, it is hot, even with it overcast, but, and there's a slight breeze, which helps a little bit, but it's very, very warm. I mean, you start sweating just walking around, which is absolutely crazy. So, but, so definitely warm day. So, but anyway, before we get into that, I wanted to clarify something from yesterday. I said that we had shot down an Iranian drone. I guess what we had done, we jammed it and recovered it afterwards. So we didn't actually fire a missile at it and shoot it down, but we did bring it down. We neutralized it. Now, of course, Iran is saying that we did no such thing because they don't want to admit that we shot down one of their, or well, neutralized one of their drones. So, but yeah, you know, it's just, again, more games going on. So this way, if they say, and this is kind of the way I'm looking at this game that's being played right now, if they say that we didn't shoot down one of their drones, and they're not forced to retaliate because they don't want to retaliate, because that would just accelerate things, and they know that they'll get their behinds handed to them if they try to do that. And you know, but anyway, that's my take on that. But hopefully things will mellow out and it will chill out over there. Okay, so let's talk about this heat, okay? Oh, okay, well, come on over. Heather's coming over. Huh? Ah. So we got some of the chickens over there taking a dirt bath in the back corner, as you can see back there. That's funny. We'll kick around the back and I'll show you that when we'll go around that back side. But so she's been working on trying to get her hair more curly, and so
different methods of braiding. This is it brushed out, and he said he can't figure out who I look like, so you have to tell me what I
well,
look
it was
like.
just, it looked more boxy earlier, so I'm trying to like figure what it was all about. But so she's been like braiding her hair and sleeping with it braided so that it's more curly when she wakes
When
up.
I first came out with it, he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Braid my hair."
Yeah.
Like,
So
okay.
so what do you want to do today, Heather?
Go for a ride.
Go for a ride?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just after 2 o'clock. Just woke up about 20 minutes ago.
I know, poor Heather. Just, it's got so rough here this summer.
Yep.
Another month, a little over a month, and you'll be.
38 days until the first day of class.
Ooh.
Down.
Oh, no, this one you're counting down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She warned me.
Yeah, I hear you. So.
Okay, so talk about your topic.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Nice to see you. So anyway, all right, we're gonna go around the back of the chicken coop so I can show you these other guys here bathing themselves in the dirt. Yeah, see how they're just all kind of hanging out there? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. The rooster and 4 of his hens, all just kind of chilling out. They like to get in that dirt, and look at, here comes Goliath. He's like, "What's going on? Why'd you come into the back? What's going on, Goliath? What are you doing, big boy?" And you got your girls, you got your harem with you. Well, most of your harem, I should say. Where's Thickneck? Is she in the nesting box? I'll bet she's in the nesting box. Well, they just stick their heads through and try to reach as far as they can. So, too funny. But no, they're good birds. They're very good birds. Okay, so I'm sorry. Birds are a distraction. So we're going to talk about this heat. Alright? Very, very warm, dangerous heat. I know tomorrow they're saying it's going to be about 94, 95 here. And then I think it's going to be 91 on Sunday. So it's definitely very, very warm. What are you going to do? I mean, you know, I know in the South, like 90's not a big deal for you guys in the South. But, and I know if you guys, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, and I will definitely have you, if you haven't, please go over and check him out. Prepper Rabbit is on his journey to being off-grid. So he just bought his building recently, just had his building brought in. He's been insulating the building and trying to get ready to live in there. And he was like, he says to me the other day, and we have a good relationship, so I can say this to him, okay? So I just want you guys to know that ahead of time. So he says, it's like 100 degrees in this freaking building. And I go, yeah, dummy. I said, because you cut all down all your trees around where you were going to put your building. You didn't leave no trees up. Now look, you guys, I'm going to tell you. Okay, here's our home. Here's all the trees around our building, okay? That was done on purpose. We did that for a reason, because the trees help shade the building and keep it cooler, all right? When you don't have any trees around your building, it becomes a sweat box. And so unfortunately, that is what he is dealing with right now. And I do feel bad for him. I do feel bad for Prepper Rabbit. And like I said, and I can call him dummy, he's not a dummy. But it was just like, you know, I'm like, you got to think about those things. You got to, when you're making those plans to put your building in there, you should definitely have some trees for shade. Especially, he lives in Tennessee. It gets hot down there with a lot of humidity. So he's been suffering pretty much. He just did a video yesterday, and he called it Embracing the Suck. So it's been pretty rough for him. So he's been working on it and staying in a hotel and trying to get things squared away. I'm going to tell you what, guys, and you know, again, I'm getting off topic, but this lifestyle is not for everyone. And he's a determined individual. He's going to do it. I have no doubt in my mind. I mean, he is, you know, he is, as they call it, pot committed in poker. He's pot committed. It's there's no turning back for him at this point. They bought their land. Him and a buddy bought their land. You know, they put stone down. He's got his building in now. He just went and spent a bunch of money on rock. It's called rock wool now. When I originally bought mine, it was called rock sol. So, but it's rock wool insulation, which is the best insulation that you can get. And that's what I had told him, and I recommended to him to use, and he did. So that was good. But it takes time, and it takes effort, and it's not easy to do this, to get yourself set up and get things squared away. I'm going to tell you what, if you go back and you watch my videos, when we first moved up here, guys, we didn't even have a building at that point. All we had was our camper, okay? So we had a 37-foot camper. We had our building in the back of the shop, and, you know, a lot of trees and, you know, no solar setup, nothing at that point. And I told my kids, I said, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. I told them right in the very beginning, I said, this first 2 weeks up here is going to suck. And it did, you know, and it did. But again, you know, these things, it's all a learning process, and it's working out the bugs, finding out what works, what doesn't work. So if you're really contemplating doing this type of thing, my suggestion would be contact somebody that's living that lifestyle, have them walk you through some stuff, have them help you make some plans of what you want to do, because it is not, it's not for the faint of heart, if you will. I mean, and it is a continuous labor of love. I mean, you know, if you guys watch the spring, you know, we got our wood ready already for the winter. That's done. I'm ready to go for winter, you know. The only thing that I have to do, realistically, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you real quick, we have over here all these branches that we had taken down. Now it's a little more overgrown now because of it being summer, but there's a lot of branches and stuff like that from the trees that we took down last fall. I need to go down there and snap them all up and use that. That'll be kindling. That's going to be part of my fire starting for the smaller stuff, okay? We will be working on that. You know, I'm probably not going to touch any of that because it's all up. And I'll actually come over here a little bit more. It's all, as you can see, it's all through this whole area here. It's all up. The breeze is blowing through it. It's drying it out that much more. So by the time we get into this fall, then we'll get in here and we'll start pulling this out and snapping it all up, and it'll be nice and brittle, and it'll be perfect fire starting kindling wood. So, you know, it's, like I said, it's all a work in progress. You have to have a game plan, and hopefully you can stick with it and get it done. But so let's talk about this heat. Let's get back on topic. You have a lot, like I said, 180 million people in the United States alone being affected by this heat. Now, it's not just here in the United States, guys, that this is happening. You look over in India and the stuff that they're dealing with over there with the heat and stuff like that right now, it's absolutely ridiculous. You have a lot of people. This is what's going to happen, and this is my prediction with the heat in this country over the next 3 days. Today, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, it's brutally hot. In the cities, it's even worse. So what you're going to have in the cities, a lot shorter tempers. You're going to have people angry. You're going to have people killing each other. That is what's going to happen when it gets really hot. The murder rate goes up. It's a known fact. I mean, it's miserable. You're miserable. You don't feel well. It's like you don't really want to do a whole lot just because it really truly does suck. So when you have that, on top of that, and then you got these poor guys, and ladies that have to work outside all day doing construction and working on the highways and those type of things. That's not a lot of fun. That's not a lot of fun at all. So let's remember, let's try to be courteous. Let's try to be kind to each other. There's a lot of people that can't afford air conditioning or don't have air conditioning. And so they're trying to deal with the heat the best way that they possibly can. Now, like I said, I have an air conditioner. I don't even use it. The house stays comfortable enough with just running fans, and so that's what we do here. And now this is, like Heather said, it's about 2 in the afternoon right now. We have already pulled in 5.0 kilowatt hours on a day. We'll go in and we'll take a look here in a second. But we've pulled in good power today. But like I said, guys, this heat is not a fun thing. And it's summertime, and I get it, and it happens. And you're going to have that high heat index. I'm curious to see what August is going to bring, because it has definitely been a very, very warm one. So the cherry tree, I don't think I told you about this. So we had, actually this year was 5 cherries. Last year we had 1, okay? So my great nephews came over. I gave them, each one of them, a cherry. There was 3 left. I ate 1. I ate another one today, and the other one had gotten some bug in it, and it was on the ground, so that one is done. So the 5 cherries are gone. So, all right, so we're going to go in here real quick. All right, even higher now. Okay, so we are at 2.1 kilowatt hours on this side, and we are at 3.4 kilowatt hours on this side. So we're already up to 5.5 kilowatt hours at 2 in the afternoon. So with it being overcast today like it is, but still being quite warm, we are kicking butt with power. So I think we'll be close to 7 kilowatt hours by the time the day is done, I'm thinking, or higher. I'm curious to see where we are. I will let you guys know in the live chat tonight. We will be doing the live chat tonight. Well, I will be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So look for me then. I haven't really picked a topic yet of what we're going to be talking about, but we're going to be jumping into that. And well, you'll see when I post it. So anyway, so I hope all of you can join me for that live chat tonight. But yeah, I'm going to kick this around again. The sun's back out. But you see the clouds all dark through there. But it is definitely warm. So anyway, guys, try to beat the heat. Try to stay safe. Try to stay hydrated. That's important. Somebody just sent me an email, and it was, I knew this. When it's hot like this, a nice cold beer really feels good. But that actually, what all a cold beer does is help to hydrate you faster. So I gotta show you our little plant. I brought him out today. We call him Sinky because that is the cantaloupe plant that started growing in our sink. So we put him in some dirt, and so I got him out getting some sunshine today. I know, we're weird. It was just fun. We said we can't just throw him away because he fought so hard to live. So, but yeah, so we call him. We've named our plant Sinky. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to mention again, real quickly. We have the sale going on at the website right now. 20% off of everything, merchandise and Legacy Foods. So if you're looking to get a t-shirt, to get anything like that, is a good time to do it is now. Or a coffee mug, or if you want to get a decal, those are available for 20% off, as well as Legacy Foods. Anything on the Legacy Foods that you want to order, you can get 20% off on that right now as well. So if you're looking to add to your long-term food storage, now is the time to take advantage of that. The other thing we have on the website is the Prepper Nurse One community, which is totally free to join. It doesn't cost anything. Very private because you have to register. Nobody can just come off the street and see what's going on there. You have to be registered. Once you're registered, you can connect with like-minded people. Some great message boards on there. A lot of information being shared. So if you're interested, please go and check that out, okay? The other thing that I wanted to mention again, August 17th. It is a Saturday next month. We are doing the Prepper Get-Together, okay? Less than 4 weeks away now, guys, okay? So we're looking at starting at 9 o'clock in the morning at Letchworth State Park in New York. I don't know if that's an airplane or just a... It's got to be a plane. So that is going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be at Eddie's Pavilion, EDDYS Pavilion in Letchworth State Park. We're doing a Prepper Get-Together. Everybody's welcome to come. So if you're interested in coming, if you could give me a heads up ahead of time, that would be fantastic. Just so I can kind of get an idea of how many people we're looking at, okay? So that is going to be happening then. So I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. I will be providing hot dogs, hamburgers, obviously hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls, condiments obviously with that as well, ketchup and mustard. And little Prepper lady said that she is going to be bringing pop, some utensils, forks and knives and stuff like that, and spoons, and also pop is what she's going to be bringing. So what we ask, if you plan on coming, please bring a dish to pass. That is all we ask, and come enjoy the day. We're going to have a great day. We have the pavilion till 10 o'clock at night. Also, just so everybody knows, there will be somebody here at the homestead all day long, so the homestead will not be unattended in case anybody had any ideas of playing a little games, which sometimes happen on YouTube, as we all know. And again, I want to thank YouTube last night. As soon as we hit the 8-hour mark on both of my videos that I put up yesterday, they froze them for the next 4 hours. So I'm curious what algorithm that is, and I keep asking on here. So YouTube, what is the algorithm where you freeze the view count for 4 hours even though people are still commenting, they're still watching the videos, so you don't have to pay people? I'm curious what that is. I would love it if they would share that information with me. I'd like to see them explain that, why they do that. I think that would be really, really interesting. The other video the other day that I did on Jeffrey Eisen and that type of stuff, it was demonetized because I was talking about child predators, okay? And so I asked for a review and they did not give it back. So I guess it's not acceptable to talk about the sickos that we have in Hollywood, in the government, and the billionaires in this country. It's not acceptable to talk about that, so they will not monetize that type of a video. Which I didn't care, I would have put that video up anyway, to be honest with you, just because that's the way, I'm going to do that anyhow. I'm sure they still have ads on those videos, but I'm not getting anything for it. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm not concerned about that. Anyway, guys, I will see. I get on a rant sometimes, and I apologize. But so birds are doing great. I haven't even checked to see what kind of eggs we got yet today, so I'm going to grab my key and go check. Yesterday we had 3 eggs, so we'll see what happens. But usually 3 or 4 a day until the white birds start laying. They're getting big. They need to start laying eggs. So anyway, guys, I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I will see everybody hopefully tonight on the live stream at 8 o'clock. And like I said, I'm not sure what the topic is going to be yet, but we'll figure that out. So I hope everybody's doing well. Try to beat the heat, guys. Try to stay comfortable. Try to stay as cool as you possibly can, okay? I will talk to you all tonight. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. Remember, guys, we're all in this together. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. And also remember, guys, to STD. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else can stop you, okay? That's important to remember. I think a lot of us lose sight of that sometimes, but it's very important to remember that, okay? So stay focused, stay away from that negativity, and you guys will be fine, all right? I will talk to you all tonight. See you in the live stream. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.